I'm Mark Hudson. Stay tuned, because Taped with Rabbi Doug is next.
We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug on your TV tonight.
But Daddy, I want to watch Monday Night Football.
Forget about Monday Night Football. There's no other thing we're gonna watch on Monday but Rabbi Doug. Yeah, Rabbi Doug on TV tonight. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. Oh, everybody talk about that.
Shalom, welcome to Taped with Rabbi Doug. We are here for part 2 at the Fest for Beatles Fans 2015. We have a lot more music coming, a lot more people to talk to. You won't want to miss this second episode at Beatlefest 15 right here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. Welcome back. We're here on Taped with Rabbi Doug, and I'm here with John Merjave. He is the guitar player and singer of Liverpool.
Yes.
And The Weeklings.
The Weeklings, yes.
And tell me about The Weeklings. How did it come about? How did you and Glenn decide that you should be in a band on your own together? Because I know you guys were doing a lot of solo stuff outside of Liverpool and Beatlefest and stuff. How did you come together and put this band together?
That's exactly how it happened. Basically, Glenn, Bob, myself, and Dave, we were all sort of the house band when Glenn does his Beatles shows. So we've been working together for so many years. I said, why not do a little quartet? You know, we've been learning all this material. And then it's sort of evolved into, let's do stuff that nobody does. Like, let's find Beatles songs that nobody plays. And then we did it, and in the process, we started writing our own material, and then boom, there's the Weeklings.
I gotta tell you, it just sounds great. Can you tell me just a little bit? Tell me a little bit about you and the instruments you're not playing these days. Do you ever pick up the sitar anymore and play?
If I have a reason to, I do. But for the most part, it's just been just straight up guitar and trying to learn that and keep good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sitar, hopefully next year we'll do a little something. Or I'm thinking 2017 will be the 50th anniversary of Pepper, so we might see it then.
Right.
But maybe sooner, hopefully.
Okay, very good. Well, listen, thanks so much for being on the show.
Doug.
John Merjave of Liverpool and the Weeklings.
Absolutely.
And here at Beatlefest 15, stay with us.
And Mark Hudson.
Somewhere.
Bye. Thanks, Doug.
Speaking of Mark Hudson, Mark Hudson!
Hello, Doug. How you doing?
Welcome back. I am here with Mark Hudson. Mark Hudson with me every year of the Hudson Brothers.
Every year.
And of the Fest for Beatles fans.
And Ringo and everything.
Ringo's former producer
Yep.
and whatever else he can do.
Everything.
Mark,
Doug.
you're a legend. You're fun. You do this. Do you get tired of doing the same thing? You do play each festival the same songs.
I do.
You do a lot of repetition every year. I know you have a lot of fun up on stage performing. Do you ever want to just branch out and say, let's do something completely new this year and not do anything we've done before?
But this is the problem that you run into.
Your fans love hearing what you do.
Well, they start asking for it, but also the Beatles only had 200 songs.
Right.
So therefore, when you look at it that way, you're kind of stuck. It's not like the songs of the decade. They had so many songs. I try to do a new medley every time that I come here. So every time I bring, but then there's stuff that I do like Working Class Hero. They said, maybe you shouldn't do that again. And I'm walking down the hall and everybody's
Everybody's looking forward to it.
I want to do a Working Class Hero. And if that's the thing that they love, it's not about us, it's about them. And you got to give them what they like.
That's what the fans come for.
That's why
and they
they're
come
here.
to hear you. And you obviously are a big draw at Beatlefest because people look forward to you. You have an aura about you that you bring a lot of fun on stage.
Thank you,
Dan. And what you do with the audience keeps them, involved. Where the other musicians are up there playing their stuff and performing.
Right.
You're like interactive with everyone, and I think it makes a big difference.
You know what the thing is? I always look at it, in all honesty, I really should be in the audience because I actually love this festival so much that I want to sit there and watch everything. So I'm partially tuned into the crowd more because I'm really one of them, just with more colors.
Very good. Well, listen, Mark, always a pleasure to have you on the show.
You too.
Mark Hudson of the Hudson Brothers here at the Fest for Beatle Fans 15. Stay with us here on Taped with Rabbi Doug.
Doug, my favorite rabbi. Shema Yisrael Adonai Echad.
Very good. Mark Hudson.
It's been a hard day's night. I've been working, let it go. It's been a hard day's night. I've been sleeping, let it go. But when I get home, I'm not leaving you all night. You know I work all day. In the morning, the better day. The first thing you say.
I'm Corky Siegel. And here's my harmonica. Say hello. You're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
We're here back on Taped with Rabbi Doug, and I am here with the infamous Jack Oliver, the former president of Apple Records. At the time, the Beatles were with Apple Records. What are you doing today, Jack? What do you do nowadays that you're no longer in the industry officially with Apple?
Actually, I've been working on some Beatles projects. I was sort of in the Beatles closet for many years, and I decided last year, as we're all getting older and there's not many of us left, I should start telling my side of the story. So I've been putting together a documentary on Apple Records and the people that work there, and I've done 18 interviews and I've started editing it, putting it together. And they find that for years and years I've been bugged by everyone to write a book. So I finally decided this year a publisher came to me and so I'm going to do
on that.
Yeah, and the book is about me and the 60s and the Beatles, and I was involved with all sorts of other people, so I managed to make this page for 8 years.
Tell us, for people who, and a lot of people don't know, what happened to Apple Records? What happened to it?
It split up about, I think when Alan Klein left, that's when they split it up and Apple Records was no longer there. They do still have Apple, because Apple is the holding company for everything Beatles, so any money that comes in from merchandising or love show or anything like that, it all goes to Apple and then it's divvied up amongst the shareholders.
Very nice, very nice. Well, I can't thank you enough for being here on the show, for coming to Chicago. This is the infamous Jack Oliver, the former president of Apple Records, here at the Fest for Beatle Fans 15 in Rosemont, Illinois. Stay with us here on Taped with Rabbi Doug.
Hello, I'm Louise Harrison, and you're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug. Cheerio.
Sister of George Harrison, Louise Harrison.
And she was brought up right because she had two of the greatest parents ever. I mean, I was floored as a teenager to hear that George Harrison's mother was actually answering fan mail. I couldn't believe it, but it's true.
Absolutely, yes. And when the Beatles came to this country, and the whole thing started over here where I was living, she said to me, you know, it's really important that we, as the biological family of the Beatles, give back the love. Because she knew that the boys themselves didn't have time to answer letters and, you know, run around and do this and that. So she took the role of becoming the mum. Mum and Dad were the mum and dad of the Beatle family. And to this day, that's how I feel, that you guys are all my extended family. And now that Mum and Dad are no longer here, I'm the global mum.
The mum-elect.
The mum-elect. Yes. A lot of people over the years have given me the nickname, since I do so much flying around the world, given me the nickname of the Flying Mum. So it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, one of the things you've done since we saw you last is really take on this issue that I think is so crucial about giving exposure to the arts to young people, because I don't know how it is in England, but in America they've just decimated the arts programs, especially in the neighborhoods where the kids really need an outlet like the arts.
Exactly. Well, I don't know how it is in England anymore either, because I've been here now for 52 years. But the main reason that I got involved in all of this was that, you know, I do have a band called Liverpool Legends, and a lot of you have already seen them and know that they're pretty darn good. But I've been involved with that band for quite a while now. And back in the 90s, a lot of you also know, and certainly Terry knows, that I had an environmental organization called Drop In. And I was very, very concerned. I just had my first 2 and only 2 grandchildren. And I started looking 50 or so years into the future and starting to realize, you know, that things were not doing quite as well. We were messing up the health of our planet pretty badly. And so I got involved in trying to enlighten people, or at least help people raise their consciousness about just how badly we're damaging our health of the planet. So anyway, that I did during the 90s, but now I found out that was too big of a job for me. You know, we needed a bigger, whatever, entity than me to be able to save the world. But since I've been working with the band, we've known in the last few years about how terribly badly education is being defunded, and not just education, but in particular the arts and music are practically dying, you know, with absolutely no money whatsoever going into them. And back when George was alive, the only time in his life when he ever actually made a public service announcement or anything slightly like a commercial was when he worked in conjunction with the movie Mr. Holland's Opus.
I'm George Harrison. Music can make a world of difference in the life of a child, as it did in mine. To find out more about Mr. Holland's Opus Foundation and to put musical instruments in the hands of children, call toll-free 1-877-Mr. Holland. Help keep music alive in our schools.
And he did a little clip that where he said on it, we really need to support music education in our schools. And he said, after all, look what it did for me. And it's up to us to find the thing that we are most concerned about and that we have the most connection with, and try to become part of the solution to that particular problem. Yeah, thank you.
We are here at Beatlefest 15, and I am here with Louise Harrison, the sister of our late great George Harrison, and welcome to Chicago. And I know you are here talking about your band, Liverpool Legends, and talking about your legacy. Tell me, what made you decide to go out and continue in the music field after your brother's passing and go around to places like this?
Well, for one thing, it was a good way to make a living. And it was something that I knew more about than almost anything else. Since I've been hanging out with my brother, and even before they became famous Beatles. So it just seemed a logical thing for me to do with my life, since that's what I've been doing with my life anyway.
Where do you live today?
Okay, that's a good question. Where do I live today? I keep moving around so much. Actually, I've been living in Southern California for the last few months. I'm going to be going back there for a couple more months, and then I'm going back to Branson, Missouri, where I was working with the band for the last 10 years.
And do they have any plans to be in Chicago in the near future?
I don't know. I don't keep track of our schedule that much because I'm too busy trying to remember what I have to do myself every day. But we have a website, LiverpoolLegends.com, and if anybody wants to know where they're playing, because like right now they're going to be going down to Ecuador for the first few days in September, so they could be anywhere on the planet at any given time.
Well, I want to welcome you to Chicago. I want to thank you so much for being on the show. Louise Harrison, the sister of George Harrison, here on Taped with Rabbi Doug at Beatlefest 15. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jack Oliver. I was the former head of Apple Records in London, and you are watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
Welcome back. We're here on Taped with Rabbi Doug, and I am here for the second year in a row, which is very unusual, with Mark Rivera. Welcome to the show once again.
Thank you much, Rip.
Last year he was with us. He is Billy Joel's saxophonist. He is the musical director for Ringo Starr's All-Star Band. He plays with so many different people as a guest, and he's amazing in his own right with his latest album out, and Common Bond, right?
Yeah,
Common
correct.
Bond, and we talked about that last year. Tell me anything new and exciting in a year with your album being out for a year now.
Playing a lot and just doing a bunch of gigs, but I've also been touring with Billy Joel. We broke the record at Madison Square Garden. We closed Nassau Coliseum. I'll be out with Ringo just to put the band together in September. He starts his touring schedule October 1st.
Anything you can share with us for any new people in the band this year?
There's no one new in the band. It's the
Same
band,
all-star
but
band.
we're going to I'm going to slip in a couple of new songs. I have to speak to the boss about
Great. And are we going to slip in some more cities because it was a very limited city?
that. Well,
tour
it's
last
going to be cities that they haven't been to.
Great. Great.
The band's killing. In fact, they just saw Steve Lukather and Toto. And if you get a chance before you see
I'm
Ringo,
going to see Toto tonight.
Toto's spectacular.
I'm going
Luke,
to see Toto
you
tonight with Yes.
Killed it, Luke. You killed it. They were amazing.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. Never seen them. Well, I can't thank
Rabbi
you
Doug,
enough for being here.
My pleasure.
All right. Mark Rivera,
Shabbat
stay
shalom.
stay with us
I like
here
that,
on
eh?
tape.
Shabbat shalom.
This guy's great. Stay with us here on tape with Rabbi Doug. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Silvester of The Hollies, and you're watching Tape with Rabbi Doug.
That's it for part 2 here at the Fest for Beatle Fans 2015. You won't want to miss part 3 because we have more music and more people to talk to here at the festival in Rosemont, Illinois at the Hyatt Regency O'Hare. So hope to see you next time. Remember, if you want to check out our website, it's www.tvrabbi.com. Or if you want to email us, info@tvrabbi.com is the email address. Hope to see you next time right here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. Shalom.
Hit it.
And this has been a Taped with Rabbi Doug production.